Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Another day right here in Heavenly Body Products. And we're going to have a great program for you today. I did want to really talk about God, really. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all these things should be added unto you. Let's get this party started. Now, Saturday was an awesome broadcast. We had it on for an hour, and one of the sisters, Anne Marie, was here, and we had some callers call in, and then I had some people call in after the broadcast, and you know, the main thing, everybody has this thing, is called a resolution, a New Year's resolution. And when you're going into the new year, there's something that you have to understand. And it's weird because every time the new year come around for me, you know, I'm really diligent on something. I focus on what I want to do, because most people say, well, this year's the year. Every year is the year, isn't it? Right? And I, you know, when I'm speaking to people individually, I like to say, what's going to be different this year than last year? Because it's an automatic kind of systematic thing. When we know the new year's coming in, we start promising all these things, right? And what's one of the top things that we promise ourselves? You heard it here first, folks.
I mean, that's for me.
What is it again?
To lose some weight.
To lose weight, right? That's the biggest lie I mean, we gotta just pump your brakes for a minute, right? Because there's something wrong with those words. I promise I'm gonna lose. Well, if death was the payoff, you say either I'm gonna lose this weight, I'm gonna die. Man, we have 10 people on the planet right now. Everybody be dead. Raise your hand, you know you be dead right now. You dead as a doorknob. You know, this is the season. We're open. We're getting ready to have some fun with this. We're gonna be on for an hour today. Okay? So we're gonna cover a lot of little different things, but mainly around your resolutions. And you have to be really, really serious, and you have to have some type of plan. A lot of people go into to the new year without a plan. See, my plan this year was to be connected to a church and be able to participate in community things. Now, my pastor, Marlon Harris, I went yesterday. I finally joined yesterday. And yeah, I need to clap for me. You know, and I was talking, my son's clapping too. I didn't think I was gonna get clapped on him when he clapped. He said, yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stay on that point. Because we were talking yesterday, my son and I, and I was talking about what it'd be like to be a better man. Remember that, baby? We were talking about that, son?
Yes.
What it'd be like to be a better father. What it'd be like to be a better husband, you know? You know, I've been gradually adjusting my lifestyle anyway, but now the new year's here, and I have to make sure I have a plan, an attack. And I just can't say I'm going to church, you know? No, I'm not just going to church. I'm going to join the church, right? I'm going to go through the classes, new membership classes, right? I'm going to make sure that I'm going to go to watch night tomorrow, right? We'll get there early. He said get here early, about 9:30, right? So we'll get there around 9. So make sure that, Jay is positioned right with the youth because they have a difference, which is awesome. The take to separate us, because the youth is not going to look at this bringing in the new year with church the same if they're sitting in there with all these adults praising, crying, falling out, and all this craziness. Because Pastor said that, people come to church once a year. They come for New Year's, and they're looking for, something, right? Salvation in one day. And they just hoping they fall out on the pulpit. And they fall on the ground and roll around. Lord, save me. Oh, change me, Lord. And they get up in 2 hours of that. They say, I'm clean. I'm ready to go.
Let me do it again next year.
Ready to go. Let me get this year started right. I got it started right. No, but just, I believe that it's going to do me a lot of good. A lot of my habits and things like that, I believe, is going to begin to change, getting up on a Sunday, anticipating, a great church day. Now I'm participating, wondering now, because of the lifestyle I have now, I can anticipate working with the youth program, right? One of the ministries was economics entrepreneur. So Pastor Harris, he has a lot of community things going on, and this is what attracted me to this ministry about 5 years ago. And now that I really want to be a part of it, I can show myself approved. That I can now work with the youth, and there's other great men going to be around, right? And great women. And I don't want to do this no more by myself, right? And I think it is better to show my family and my friends change, because sometimes people come around my wife and they say, man, what do you do to him? He's like more calmer, right? I don't know, but I mean, that's their perception, I guess. I don't know. Maybe Jay can help me with it. Jay, have I calmed down a little bit over it?
Yes,
yeah, especially when it comes in. Especially when it comes in. Right? Right? So, I'm one of those parents that I don't believe in sparing the rod. But now, I told my son that, the rod days are over. We can communicate, right? And I think, and I appreciate it, because now I have to use my brains, right? My brain to communicate with him, Yeah, it's great. I mean, he don't need that. He's a young man, and that's why I want to expose him to the church life too. His mother is more of a yogi, and and she's more of a meditator, and he learned some of that, but he's got to be involved more with community and church and see what it's like to be happy, and then again anticipate something better going on in his life, because they have these programs up there that's going to really enlighten him on being steady, calm, collective, and have some guidance towards something. He's more grounded. I figured what's good for me, it got to be good for him, right? Of course, my wife is going to be very supportive, and and well, yeah, that's a great thing, right? But I mean, already, I feel a change coming on. And, one of my business associates, Patrick, he said last night I called him, right? And he says, you feel better, don't you? I'm like that. I didn't expect him to say that, But he said, you feel a lot better, don't you? I said, yeah, I mean, you get that little, that praising, that cry. I got a little cry out yesterday because it's been so long since I've been close to the Father in that world, and I felt it, and I'm gonna do some more crying. I already know because I still have some unfinished demons to exercise, and that's just me, coming from the lifestyle that I come from, and I believe that it's going to help me even in my business career, The people know they can see the heart and the humility, and they can hear it, and and it just changes things,
Boy, it's so amazing because when I went yesterday to see my son, I met a guy that was actually in a wheelchair that knew you. The man knew when you first started. I'm so serious. He knew when you
I wonder who that was.
His name was Mr. Ricky.
Ricky, yeah, there's a few of them that was wheelchair.
He had braids going back.
Uh-huh.
He said, you make sure that you tell him that Mr. Ricky said hi.
Wow.
I remember when he used to sell other things like socks and t-shirts.
Yeah.
He said he remembered you when you first started.
Yeah.
It was an old man.
Isn't that wonderful?
He told me to tell you hi. So Mr. Ricky, I told him hi.
She did her job. Don't blame her. So we're gonna hopefully we're gonna have a great broadcast today. Now I want to slip back into the New Year's and our resolutions, and one of them is really to lose weight, right? That's a big one for a lot of people. What's another one?
They'll say they're going to church.
That's another one. I'm going to church.
I'm not gonna miss a Sunday. I'm going to church.
So how you doing with that? Come on, y'all.
Yeah, going to church.
What's another one?
Some people say they're gonna keep a job.
They make more money.
Make more money.
They make more
and
money.
Keep a job. You make
That's
more money.
huge, right?
Yeah.
We're going to treat our spouses better.
Yeah. That's
right?
Yeah.
So all the promises is weird because that's a lot of work. So, when you start planning, how am I going to treat my spouse better? Yeah. And which ways? Now, there's one way for you to write it. There's another thing to say, what ways do you need me to, make me feel better? Right? Because that's where the rubber meets the road. You can think you're treating somebody kind and soft and sweet in these different areas, and you're killing them, right? But see, if you ask your spouse which ways can I do it, right? Then you got it, right? Making more money. If you're going to make more money, which ways are you going to make more money? It's one thing to just wake up and say, this year I'm going to make more money. Yeah, how though? What's the plan, right? You're going to lose weight. What's the plan? Is that one of your New Year resolutions?
That's one of mine. I'm coming to exercise plan. Yes, sir.
All right.
Y'all can hold me.
But what's the plan?
I'm going to start by coming in the evening at 6:30. I'm going to start by coming and start drinking water.
Here we go. Now the plan of attack starts coming.
Start drinking some water.
Yeah, the water is so important because when you don't drink the water, all the toxins are just locked inside your body, and then you don't feel good. And then how can you have a peaceful day when you're not feeling good on the inside?
And that's important. Now I'm gonna piggyback off that. That's one of our little terms around here. Water. When you eat food, nutritious food now, and let's say you begin to drink about 30 minutes after that or 15 minutes after that, what happens, the water pushes the nutrition into the cells. It has to, because the food goes down, and it's sitting there, right? But what's going to move? Water moves to all your extremities. It just does. When you drink water, it hits all the trillions of cells that you have. in your body. It goes from all the way to your fingernails, almost instantly. Depends on, you know, what kind of water you drink, right? Shake that, right? So it depends on what water you drink.
So then you eat first, and then 15 minutes after, then drink water.
Right. A lot of people drink water. Either you drink before you eat, which is good, or you drink after. Some people drink while they're eating, right? Which is okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But it's better to drink water after. A lot of times people say, you didn't drink anything. Well, I'm waiting for my food, and then I drink, right?
Yeah.
And then it pushes the nutrients in the food to the cells, the appropriate cells, right? Yes. Then the water also stimulates the colon, the intestines, and then it moves out toxins. It starts scraping away the walls of the intestines. It pushes the food and the toxins out. And a lot of people don't get understand.
Wow.
Yeah. So once you straighten out that brain, once you have a plan of attack, you know, this starts happening. Am I gonna get up in the morning? See? Am I gonna work out for 15 minutes? Real quick. Let me walk in place for 15 minutes. Let me get my heart rate up for 15 minutes. Right? Let me do a few twists. Let me get that in for 15 minutes. So that's 30 minutes you spent with yourself, loving on yourself. We're going to open the lines, 404-286-6700. That's 404-286-6700. Go ahead.
I posted this on Facebook the other
I'm
day.
going to the bathroom, so y'all going to carry it.
Every 35 days, your skin replaces itself. Your liver every month. Your body makes these new cells from the food you eat. So what you eat literally becomes you. And you have a choice in what you do.
Okay, so liver is replaced every month?
Every 30 days, yes.
Oh my God.
And every 35 days, your skin is replaced.
Ooh.
So you see the importance of water.
Yes.
And so many people just drink sodas and coffee and juice and all the sugar. It's not really helping our organs.
Because you know what, with water, when I used to drink water, it used to actually make me sick. You know how some people, you can drink water and I would actually feel nauseated, and that's why I didn't really drink a lot of water. But my kidneys, see, when I went to the doctor and having a bladder infection, because he said lack of water.
Yeah, that's right.
So I said I'm taking on a different change because my age is steady rolling. You know, I'm not young
We're
anymore,
not
I'm not
getting
little
any
chicken
younger.
anymore. So dang, I gotta do the
Definitely.
right thing.
Yes.
Heavenly Body Products, down speaking. How may I help you this morning? Good morning. You're on the air. Hold on just a second, okay?
Good morning, caller.
Good morning. How you doing?
All right, Brother Patrick. What's going on, big time?
Man, I'm excited for you, brother. I'm really excited for you.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you. But I would like to ask you why.
Why am I excited for you?
Yes.
Because you have given yourself a new lease. You're in an age group where you think you've done it all. You've done it all. But you haven't experienced nothing.
Amen. Come on, preacher.
So I'm excited for your new experience. That's what I'm excited for.
Absolutely. I've been waiting for a long time for this. This is, matter of fact, I'm glad you said it like a new experience, because this is the first time I believe that I'm willing to go through the whole process, and I'm mindful of it. Usually it was somebody else dragging me through or walking me through, and I still didn't go through the process, you know, of really joining and being a part of, and now people in the church really know that I'm a member, you know.
Right.
That's what I'm missing.
What you've done is you created a fellowship.
Yes, Lord.
Now you had it in your heart before you even went to the church, and that brings me to tell you, when you talked about the crying, it brought the crying out. What you got to realize and understand is that you have a heart. You have what they call an altar. So it doesn't necessarily have to be in the church that you can go to the altar and praise God and worship God and ask for forgiveness and pray to Him at the church. Because now you're going to learn, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say you're going to learn to understand that you can do it at home, at the Heavenly Body Product Warehouse. You can take your problems and your prayers to the altar.
Well, God is the altar. God is the altar.
Exactly. So you are on a roll. Now you get the understanding of God.
Yes. A deeper one is a one-on-one relationship. And that's what I'm keen on. When I got up and went to the altar yesterday, my family didn't come with me. And that right at that point, I knew this is my walk.
Right.
I knew it, and I knew it. Something in my whole spirit said, I didn't feel alone. I didn't feel abandoned or anything. I felt more compelled that this is my journey, you know?
Right. See, you had to pull that faith out and say, I know you're going to take care of me. I can walk by myself.
Come on, preacher.
You had faith in Him that He was going to protect you from those that was watching,
Yep.
those that knew you from this and knew you from that.
Yep.
You were able to have faith and believe that you were protected.
I seen other people do that, though. I seen other people do that too, Pat. Go ahead.
Yeah, you see, a lot of times you stay in the pews in the aisleways because you're scared. You don't have the faith, and you don't trust that God is gonna take care of you.
Yep.
You don't want nobody to say, I remember him from this and I remember him from that, and he's drinking, he this and he that.
Uh-huh.
You don't have the faith that God has forgiven you.
Mm-hmm.
So you ask for that forgiveness before you even walk.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you wasn't scared. You were able to walk to that altar.
I ran to the altar. What are you talking about? I was like, I almost knocked my son over trying to get to the altar. My son must have been tripping. He said, I ain't never seen my father do no crazy nothing like that. What is he doing, son? My son's right here. What was you going through when you see me? What was you going through when you see me do it? Seriously, what was you thinking? This man must be crazy, he said.
Crazy.
Well, that's what crazy is. You know, you gotta be crazy for God. You know, you be a sellout. Am I right, Brother Patrick?
It's abnormal. It's abnormal because, you know, a lot of times we see people walking the straight and narrow, the regular walk. But to see somebody jumping up and down and shouting and crying and screaming and praising God, that's abnormal. Because,
Yep.
I mean, you know, you don't see that on a regular basis.
That's true.
So it's become abnormal. You think they got a problem. You getting out their way. Like, oh, this girl crazy. This man crazy.
You know what? Go ahead. Go. But you know what I'm really looking forward to, Patrick, is you know, getting around people that really knew me, and I'm telling them I don't do that no more, and I don't do this no more, and you know, and they want to know what's wrong with me, right?
That's the purpose. That's the purpose of you giving God your life.
Being a witness.
Yeah.
You gotta have a witness. You gotta be a witness.
He needs you to glorify His
He
name.
said he needs you.
In order for that man that you used to smoke cigarettes with to know that ain't the life that He put you here for.
Yes.
It's
to serve.
That you said.
You gotta serve.
Yeah.
I'm here to serve, man. And I kept saying that in church as they, you know, I wasn't saying that out loud, but I was saying it where if somebody was really listening, they could hear it. I was saying, I'm ready to serve, Lord. I'm ready to serve, you know?
That's good.
And that's where I'm at. I'm just ready to serve. I mean, what can I do? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, a lot of people, they get in they want to get into a position it began in serving, but a lot of times what they do is, I'm the deacon, you know, and they get to that position, and they become the position versus the servant.
Yes.
When you join that position, you will join the position so that you can serve the people more or
Yes.
better. Instead of being up on that pedestal,
Yes.
where you can say, I'm the pastor, assistant pastor.
Yes.
You know, like I'm an armor bearer for my pastor. He's a bishop now.
Nice.
I'm an armor bearer for him. And you know, before I was his like number one armor bearer, I would say it like that.
Yes.
Not that he has a number one, number two, number three, but you can tell the difference in number one and not number one.
Yes.
Because number one is actually right next to him.
Yes.
And I used to be right there, right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
And so he asked me to move into another realm of the ministry of
Another position. Another position?
Ministry,
Yeah, another position.
yeah, so I started doing marketing more than being his armor bearer.
Nice.
He needed me to remove myself from the armor bearer position and move into the marketing of the church. And so I said, okay, whatever you need me to do, you know, I'm here to serve the church for the purpose of God, to prosper. And so I went into the marketing position, but there was no work in marketing. And so I was used to being there with him. And I kept going back there where I usually be at, and he like, Peter, I need you to step, you know, to the side because people see you the marketing guy, you the armor bearer, you got too many positions and it don't look good.
Yeah.
And so I had to pray because I was used to having that position. So was I used to people looking at me as his right hand man, or was I mad that I wasn't that? You know,
Well,
mad, but
you right hand man or the left hand man? What did you know?
I had to come to understanding that I was there to serve.
Yes.
So I was able to back off and allow his vision to go forward in order for me to be blessed.
You know.
And so
Mhm.
I'm not no pedestal person. I don't need that. I don't have to be that.
But you know.
As long as you can do that,
But you.
then you'll be okay.
But you said something, Patrick, that made that intrigued me, and you said that the marketing position, there was no marketing, but there was plenty of marketing to be done. So contraire, it was nothing there, but it was plenty to do in marketing. He just needed you to make it happen.
Exactly.
Exactly, and that's what. Go ahead.
I was concentrating on the position versus the work.
Yes. How do you feel
If I
now?
concentrated on the work, I would have been marketing instead of trying to find the position to stand in.
How do you feel now?
I feel good. I feel good because I'm humble. You know, I'm a humble person from birth. You know,
Yes.
but at the same time, we learn to have status, and I had to get back into my humbleness and understand it ain't about me. And
You
so,
got it.
because I can understand it's not about me, I'm able to do the work, because then I don't have to try to do extra work to make people think I'm this or I'm that.
Yes. What about
Concentrate.
I'm gonna shift for a minute. How about New Year resolution? What's some of your New Year resolutions?
I have to be honest with you, I don't create those.
There you go.
Because it's a daily walk with me. I have to stop doing something that I do, period. It's just like last week I did a cleansing of my body. I did a General Motors cleansing diet.
Okay.
And so it took me through a process of 7 days And in them 7 days, it taught me I don't need General Motors program, and I thanks to General Motors for having a diet for me to go through it. But I didn't need that to eat the right food or to not get fat. I know about alkaline water. I got a gallon in my office. I know about vegetables and I know about fruits.
Yes.
Those are earthly, food. And so the more of those that I eat, the better off I'll be. And so that's one of the things that I'm working on is staying away from the meat. If I eat some meat, I don't have to eat so much. I can just eat a piece.
A portion.
A portion. But that's not going to be my desire to eat meat all day, every day, like I used to.
Right.
I know better now.
Yes.
As far as the resolution, I just know daily I need to read the Bible more. I know daily I need to be kinder to people. I know daily I need to not eat so much food.
Yes.
I know daily I need to do this and do that.
Yes.
So I don't say I'm gonna do this because then you begin to lie to yourself.
I'm glad you said that. Because see, what's important right now, and now we went from there. Now I'm getting ready to go to where you need to be. See, we call it New Year resolutions. What we need to be concentrating on is a revolution, New Year revolution, something you have to fight for. You have to fight for that. If you come in as a New Year revolution, you know you got to fight, and then you got to fight on your hand because most people don't want to fight. They get in there and they just give up so fast. If you was in a war, in a battle, and people are trying to kill you, right? Would you have to fight? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you feel your body and your mind is slipping into that abyss, back into that world of shame, then you got to fight. You got to say, wait a minute. I'm not giving up this easy, right?
That's right.
That's why I don't think resolutions are the real way to go. I don't think you can resolve anything by doing a resolution. I think you can only resolve something by fighting for it, looking forward to it, and attacking it.
If you don't stand for something, you'll
fall for anything. I used to be over 300 pounds, and I knew if I wasn't going to fight, there was no way. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, well, looking at me, I look great, right? But that's who I had to fight for. That it wasn't going, So that's where I am with the revolution more than a resolution, right?
That's good.
Now, most people right now, Patrick, are saying, "Man, what does this got to do with money?" And I say it has everything to do with it. If you don't, our spiritual life is connected to everything else. It's our mindset, right?
Yeah.
So if one of your resolutions, now revolutions, is to make more money, you will automatically have this keen, distinct thing in your mind that says, you know what, I can do this. I can make this money. But how? I all the time I went back to it. You heard me earlier. I said, if you're gonna make $1 million, right? You have to have a plan. It just don't happen like that. If you're gonna attack something, you better have somewhat of a plan because it's just not gonna happen the way you think, right?
That's right.
That's right. Now, let's go into the financial thing. What would you say there's what's happening in your life right now that you can see that's changing? Different, more customers, displays. What's going on?
Well, right now I am in the midst of the recruiting stage of my business. I am picking up more people to start their own businesses. I've recruited 3 people this weekend to do their
Private labeling.
display.
Yep.
Yeah, private labeling. I thank you for that word.
Yes.
So now what I got to do is get them and show them that they can have their business and learn how to recruit as well.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. And that's one of the words the recruiting is one of the words. But you're going to be looking for master distributors, people that can move that product, right?
Yeah.
Need people that can retail it and wholesale it, right?
Yeah.
Marketing is the key in which all is also called business in a box, right?
Right.
You like that? You like them words? So you got a business in a box, and I'm gonna show it to you right here. This is my son Jabari's business in a box. Did you see it? He got his own design now, got his own thing going on, and that's power. That's power. Now that my son's gonna be more acquainted to people at the church and at school, what is that gonna do for him?
That's going to give him speaking power. He's going to be confident, and he's going to make some money.
Make that money. And he can buy his own product. What kind of car you say you want? Come on, pull up, son. What kind of car you say you want? Camaro. Camaro.
Wow.
See, I remember this. Right. So the deal is a Camaro costs money.
Yeah, I take.
And I told him, I said, by the time he's ready to drive, he should be able to pay for his own Camaro.
Right.
And he will. I mean, because once he get associated with these church youth over there, of the church youth, and now I'm going to create a system where he can go into the school, be able to spray the product. People will want the product. He'll be able to take their money in advance, and then he can go ahead and serve them their product later. Yeah, I'm not going to get him to take the whole display to school. Then you have to worry about somebody stealing it, right? Because the kids are looking at him. They say, "Go ahead and put it in that bag right there. Go and put it in that bag right there, and lay it right there while you play ball or whatever you do." Let's see what happens. You come back, it's gone. The whole bag and everything, books and everything be gone. So,
Camaro gone.
what'd you say? The Camaro be gone too. So we're going to teach them how to be self-sufficient, and it's not, and how to be smart and wise. While you're making money too, and isn't it? It's wonderful, right? Because you have a 14-year-old son as well, right?
Right. And he's a basketball player, so he taking his display with him to basketball practice. I said you're gonna take your display into your basketball practice. We're gonna watch it for you.
That's right.
Like, I'm gonna put it on the side. Ain't nobody gonna mess with it. Ain't that? I said, put your beats down on the
See what happens.
Yeah, practice with something that you love, and go ahead and try it with that first. Something that you can maybe afford to lose, and something that's so petty. They take petty stuff.
Yeah.
You got a brush it's your brush, and you put
It's a pin.
a hat, your hat. I could never. If it's real, you can have a nappy skull cap. And they will take your nappy skull cap.
Just because.
Just because you laid it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, yeah.
You ain't lying.
You ain't lying. I ain't never lied when it comes to stuff like that. I had so many things taken from me, and I had to learn,
Right.
that people are just not all the way around honest.
That's right. And you have to, just like driving, you have to drive for other people. And that's the same thing. You have to
Think.
your stuff.
You have to think for other people. Yeah, well, you got to think for other people, too, and say, would these people steal from me? Yes. Okay. Then why would I put myself in that position? Right?
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Somebody stole my display, Dad. I'm like, you didn't think they would?
Oh, so he already went through it.
No, I'm saying that's just a scenario.
Yes.
If you already know that it's a possibility that if you set it down, turn your head, it's gonna be gone.
Yes.
So why would you put yourself in that position?
You got it?
If you got $100, is you gonna set it down
That's it.
and turn your
That's what it
head?
is.
No.
I think so.
Treat it as such. And that's what I talked to you last weekend, and you put that in my head. And when I was talking about my wife becoming a business partner of mine with her salon,
Yes.
and she leaves the salon. It's other people that work in the salon that can pick up a bottle out of her display.
That will.
So when
That will do it.
She's gonna lose her money. And you say she will lose her money. And she gonna, she gonna lay her money on the table and
Right.
she can walk out and think it's gonna be there.
That's right. These displays are cash money. You wouldn't leave You wouldn't leave $60 worth $60 on the counter and just walk away for a day or two, would you?
No.
No. And that's the point.
That's just common sense right there. You put it out there. That's it.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and try to open up the lines again. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about resolutions and revolution. I'm gonna open up the lines. Still 404-286-6700. 404-286-6700. One of the other topics that I really want to get to, and I'm going to teach a class on this Saturday about this. This is what we call. Let me see. I wrote it down. And it's price structure. What's another word I used? Okay. Oh, there it is. Cost analysis. Cost analysis. I found out just this weekend that a lot of, one or two, and it's got to be way more than who I was talking to this weekend. But they don't know the cost analysis of their product. And that now I'm taking it on as personal. That's my fault. That's my fault. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a class Saturday on straight cost analysis. How much do you have into the product so you know where you stand when you retail and wholesale? That makes sense?
That makes sense.
Now, watch this, just to give some clarity. Do you know what you have into your product down to the number, the last number?
No.
Okay. So you've been buying body oil, right?
I just started buying body oil. I've been buying burning oil and air freshener.
So now you get into the body oils, right?
Right.
Do you know if you buy a pound of oil in a gross of bottles or a case of roll-ons, do you know how much what cost you're gonna have into it?
Yes.
Okay. Real quick, give it to me.
$65 for the pound and the gross, and the other cost would be the shipping and the processing fee.
Right. Now, how many roll-ons do you get out of a pound?
Let's see, that's a pound, 16 ounces, 3 times 16 would be about 52. I'd say 52.
That's close. It's going to be anywhere between, depending on how you pour and how you the bottles are made, anywhere between 48 and 50 something bottles. So if you took the $25 and you divided it by, let's say 50, let's keep it simple. Well, that's 50 cents, right? So if you took a gross of bottles that cost $40 and you divide it by 144, well, that's 28 cents. So that's 78 cents right there. What other costs you want? You said the shipping?
shipping.
Could be, so we have to calculate shipping in there, right? So let's add another 3 to 5 cents on that, right? You can almost calculate the shipping too once you got it. And then there's another cost. What's another cost?
You got I think it's a $5 processing fee, and your labels is $1.
Labels, there you go. But the labels, you got 80 on a sheet. How much is a sheet of labels? $1. Divided by 80, right? That's a little over a penny a label. So you're gonna probably walk out of there looking at about 80 to 85 cents. How much you gonna retail it for?
$5.
What you gonna wholesale it for?
If I'm gonna do a lot, I'm gonna do the $1.25.
I wouldn't do it. I would never do it for that low, ever. And if I ever went that low, it's gonna be to a master distributor, somebody that's buying about 1,000 or more. We got business associates selling roll-ons wholesale in a lot of these little towns. I didn't want to say hick towns, but little towns. But I said it. But these little hick towns, they are they're selling for $5 and they're wholesaling for $2.50. If they buy 100, I need to turn you on to one of my associates down in Mississippi. She's making a killing down there. Now I told her a little bit about the college. She said, "Wow, I didn't even think about that." I said, "Imagine having a whole bunch of little college students running around there wearing your body oils and selling it. And you're making $100 and something off every time they order. So you can go up as high as $2.50. See, I mean, you could do if they buy 50 pieces at $2.50, they buy 100 pieces at $2. You got it?
Yep. Everybody ain't a master distributor, so that's what I have to realize.
Right.
Everyone is not a master distributor, so they don't get master distributor prices.
Right. So if you had a
Wholesale.
Go ahead.
Doesn't mean just because you selling wholesale don't mean you selling it wholesale.
Right.
So that's the understanding I got from that.
Right. So there we go. So if you're just a regular person, so if you're a retailer, there's somebody that's just gonna go out and retail, I'm gonna sell it to you for $2.50. I'll sell it to you for $30 a dozen. Right? For a retailer. They sell it for $5 and they double their money, right? So
Right.
now somebody that wants to get into it wholesale, now I can sell it to you for $2 a bottle as long as you buy 100. Now they're gonna be selling for $5, but they can actually sell it for $30 a dozen if they want to.
Wow.
And then you got a master distributor, somebody that said, I get 1,000, well, how much you charge me to get 1,000? I give it to you for $1.50. Now they're retailing at $5 and they're wholesaling for $2.50 now. Somebody buys 100 from them for 100, they sell for $2.50, they make $100 every time they sell 100. So you got so many levels of money there, and that's why next Saturday is going to be crucial. I'm going to do that class, and I'm putting that up on YouTube. I'm going to break down the body oils, I'm going to break down the burning oils, and I'm going to break down the lotions and bubble baths, so people can see what kind of money they got tied up into it and what their profit margins are.
Right.
Sound good?
Yeah. Oh, so you got the containers for the lotion and the body wash as well.
Oh yeah, we got bottles. We got clear bottles. Just look on heavenlybodyproducts.com and you'll see the bottles, and and that's it. We show you how to make it, everything.
I watched those videos. I've seen that. I just haven't been able to tap into it yet.
You know where you're gonna make your money with the lotion at first? You can make them bottles individually. You put a half a roll-on of body oils into the bottle. and then you put the lotion in, you shake it up. That's anywhere. I'm telling you, I got people that sell lotion for $15 for an 8 ounce. You go into Macy's. Go into Macy's. No, seriously. Call Macy's and ask Macy's how much is their 8 ounce bottle of White Diamonds. Aqua di Gio. Ask them. It's like $30 a bottle. And I don't even think they sell 8 ounces. So you need to do a little research in there. And that's what we're going to tap on next Saturday. This Saturday coming up is really a cost analysis and how it really, really works. Okay? I'm excited about that.
That's good.
Good. Now, one more question before you get off the air. How we doing with the missus her display? Have we got to it yet?
No, she got the display. I haven't made her display. I got to make her a display. I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to be putting in an order today. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send that cam scanner, I'm going to send those business cards that I got to Mark to
Yep.
Heavenly Body Products.
Yep, just send it to Chronicula, Mark at chronicula.com.
Yeah, so that I can quit trying to do everything. You can't do everything. You gotta concentrate on things that you can concentrate on, and let the professionals concentrate on what they concentrate on.
Yeah, they'll knock it out much, much quicker.
Right.
You know?
See, I'm sitting there at the computer trying to create this when I should be putting together an order or a bottle, making sure I got enough bottles for the product I got, you know.
And all you're doing is passing the cost on to the consumer anyway.
Yeah.
So, ain't no big, like shipping. I don't pay for y'all shipping. Y'all absorb that. Y'all absorb that. So, I love what's going on, man. And you got 3 more people, man.
Yeah.
Now, you was really happy about one of those people.
I was happy about the modeling agency because she is driven. Her drive, she do a whole lot of fashion shows.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be off the chain.
She has fashion shows that she got youth, and she has youth. Her daughter, she got 3 daughters that are teenagers.
Wow.
One is a preteen, about 12, and the other is 14 or 15, and the other is 17, about to graduate from high school. So that's 3 recruits right there.
Oh my God.
So I get the mother in and let her have her display, and she understands the business. Then she can give her daughters their business and get them going.
Business in a box.
Business in a box. And then she got other youth around her that's wanting to be models. So guess what?
What?
Become fundraising. Now you can make some money to pay for your clothing or pay for your makeup or pay for your expenses while you model.
That's crazy, man. You got it, man. You understand the whole nature and where we're headed with this product. And I thank you for taking the time to really learn this system. You know?
Yeah.
You get ready to change a lot of people's lives, Patrick.
I was going to tell you, our lives depend on it.
Yes. Especially our children, man. You know, for my son to go out and start marketing his own product at some point, because at first we're going to make sure you know that you have this, but we're going to market heavily body products to those kids in the school.
Got it.
Those school, I'm going to show him how to market himself when he's out of school, but in school we're moving heavily body products because that's the youth fundraiser and distribution company. You know.
Hey, sir. Say this before I get off the phone. The summer is coming up. Guess what?
What?
They don't get summer jobs anymore.
That's right.
Guess what? We gonna be able to offer them a summer job this summer.
Their own.
Awesome.
we can put together a plan or the fundraising for a summer job for this summer.
Awesome. Awesome. You got it, man. You got it. Hey, big brother, we get ready to take another call, man. I appreciate you. God bless you and your family. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
All right, big brother. Talk to you in a minute. God bless you. Stay
God
strong.
bless.
Have a blessing.
All right. Was that awesome or what?
That was a
We might have
blessing.
another call coming. I'm not sure. But I just want to just recap that when you think about resolutions and now a revolution, and now that revolution drive you to want to really create. And when you begin to create for yourself, you'll start recreating for others. That's the point. You see that drive that he has? You see that?
Yeah, he's
You hear
on
that?
it.
Yeah, he's on it.
Yeah, he's on it.
It's very important. He is on that thing. And the beautiful part is that he's going to teach other people. That's it. Can you imagine if we never talked, never really communicated about, all we'd be doing was selling. What would he be distributing? I mean, this is deep. We have a situation with your son. Now, we're just talking about the son, JJ.
Right.
You know how many dollars it's going to take to really push that thing through?
Oh yeah.
So that means it got to be a revolution.
Yeah.
You got to somewhere somewhere in your mind, you got to be angry almost. That you say, I'm going for it. This happened. I'm going. It's a revolution. You got to put your plan together. And when's the best time to prepare for war? When's the best time to prepare for war, Donna?
When it's at peace, I would say.
At peacetime.
At peacetime.
That's it. You can't wait for the bombs to start dropping in on you. And then say, wait a minute, let's make up some bombs real quick.
That's true. That's so true. And you know the funniest thing about that you said about the revolution, that was his little saying at church.
Really?
When people talk to him, yeah, he used to say, like, if one of the church members come up to him, and they say, how you doing today, Brother JJ, he'd say, I got a revolution.
What?
Yeah, that used to be his little saying.
Look, I plucked that out of there, didn't I?
That used to be his
Yes,
saying.
sir.
That was actually his little saying.
Yeah.
You know, I always say, okay, God, this child used to say that all the time. Now I see what it means.
Yeah, you got to fight for stuff.
Now I see what
It just,
He used to say
if
that.
you don't begin to, the people around you, your church members, your family members, your neighbors, if you're not communicating them in a way where they know that you're creating this revolution, they're not gonna believe you.
And
You gotta
grasped that
fight
from the
for it.
pastor.
Huh?
He grabbed that word from the pastor.
Okay, now we're at this point where, even yourself, there's something else that happened.
Yeah.
Now you realize you really gotta start your campaigns
Oh yeah.
because this ain't gonna get no better. Now we need to know. We find out maybe we need to take him out of that environment over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now what's that do? It cuts into his pay. So now the revolution's gotta start. How do we get this young man to take the same hours and double his income?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now they say I ain't gotta do that no more.
Exactly.
I got something that's doubling the pay,
It's better.
and it's better.
And peaceful.
And I believe that God will give you double for your trouble. He would.
Man, that's the truth.
That thing I'm going through, I feel like I'm going through because I'm going to church. All the things I ever lost, all the things I ever missed, I believe that my Father says you can have it all back and some. Here you go. And go tell the world that I did it for you. That he'll give you double for your trouble. But you gotta fight.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fight.
It's gonna be a fight. Because people don't let you just run and win. If you go into a war, you think they're just gonna give up and roll over? You're in a war.
Nope. You have to
How you going to just, they ain't rolling over.
People
You're gonna fight to what? To the end, to death.
To win.
To in it, to win it. Okay?
That's true.
So, we get ready to wind down. I don't know where we're at. Oh, it's 9 o'clock shot. Well, thank you, everybody. I didn't realize. I wish I'd go another hour with you, but I can't. I will. Don't forget now. Happy New Year.
Yes.
We will not be here tomorrow. We will not be here Wednesday. We will be back on Thursday. Don't forget Saturday. We'll be here Thursday and Friday. And don't forget about Saturday to tune in at 9 o'clock. And we're going to, do our grassroots economics, okay? And I'm going to teach on cost analysis, okay? God bless you and your family, y'all. Peace and love.
Too blessed to be
You
stressed.
take care of the rest, baby.
And Happy New
Let her
Year.
take over, son. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.